So get ready to leave. Yeah. So again, just to get ready to leave. You know, like they love to do the in and out synchronized thing. So they thought I was leaving, but I was giving my daughter a hug. You should hear them rushing out of their apartment. Rushing out of the apartment to get to the elevator, right? Like, I just started laughing because my daughter just came and gave me a hug and told me happy birthday again, what have you. So that kind of threw off their synchronization. So you hear all the car honking. As Pam came in, getting ready to get dressed, they started the sirens near Predator Department again. Hit the sirens, and then they just started the car honking, continuous car honking. And I'm like, yeah. When they know that they can no longer manipulate you, and they know that their fear-based condition is no longer work. Like I said, they're willing to kill for what they believe, but are they willing to die for what they believe? That's the question. Okay? Anyhow, I'm gonna pause this and get outside. I'm gonna continue recording. You see, that's why they would synchronize movement. Oh yeah, one of the perks. Like I said, as soon as I get ready to go, put on my shoes, I said, okay, let me get out of here. All right. I tell you, they always got to have perps in the building, and I just hear them rushing out their door. They try to cut me off, right? They try to get in front of me to get to the elevator. And my daughter was like, "Here, Daddy, happy birthday, give you a kiss," and you know, that kind of. That's why they put the suitcase they waited. You know, because let me tell you, I was upstairs. And I know it's him because he's on the same floor, right? And so I was upstairs for an extra 5 minutes. So you're telling me that he had the luggage there, waiting for me, and as soon as he sees me coming out, then he comes and want to come and get the luggage, right? Tell you, their tricks don't work, not anymore. All right. Then my sister called me again, you know, talking about how she listens to the book of Enoch and all this. You always got to try somebody to talk about the religious bullshit. So I just started telling her the truth. I said, you know, you need to go read the Gospel of Judas Iscariot, or whatever his last name is, right? Where you find what you read in that gospel is a totally different Jesus. And this Jesus tells you that this God that people worship today, he is of no relations to him, right? Jesus said that this God is a murderous, right, psychopathic God. That's what Jesus said. He said, this God is no relationship to me. This God is a murderous God. Right? So I told her, I said, go. She's like, I'm not going to read it. I said, well, go listen to it then. She said, go listen to it. I said, good. Okay? Because Jesus tells you who the Christ is. Okay? And it isn't him. Right? And Jesus talks about the mystery. Right? The different realms. Right? The universe. Okay? So this is where if you read the Mormon doctrine, it talks about how Jesus came from another world, another planet. Well, in this gospel, let's see how much the Mormon knew about the other gospels, because that followed on the story of Jesus coming to earth. Right? And they're supposed to follow the line, I guess, of the Anunnakis, but again, hey, I don't get deep into that stuff, but it's interesting. So anyhow, like I just said, it's funny. I said, go and read the Judean Wars, right? Not the Jewish Wars, the Judean or the Udean Wars, because it was never J. Right? Go and read that shit. What the Catholic Church did was take the leaders of the rebellions against the Romans, and they made, again, because these people have what is called the Christ consciousness, right? When you start to rebel against oppression, when you start to stand up against those in power who abuse their power, who subjugate the masses of people while they live in wealth and luxury, and they cause suffering purposely, on purpose, because they enjoy it, because of their psychopathic, dark triad minds. Those of us who stands up and say, enough is enough. We need to awaken the masses of our people, the minds of our people, right? You are on your journey to achieving the Christ consciousness. So the Christ is not one person. Christ is in every one of us, right? But as long as they have us looking for Christ to come back in the sky, we will never look within to change our circumstances, okay? And it's very hard because particularly with women, particularly with black women who are the most religious, right? Because my sister was like, well, you know, when you die, we'll see whether you believe it. When you die, you die. That's it. The physical body dies, but your energy don't die. And we are energy. We are living tissues also physically, but we also have electrical, electrical signals, right? Or energy flowing through our body. And that energy never dies, right? So when you get to that understanding, you get to understand that, listen, this is just the physical. And when they have you so afraid is how they control you. You got to understand this, right? It's a reason why, I keep saying, the reason why, if you read your Bible, Jesus is so Roman friendly, right? But when you read true history, you understand what Rome was doing. I mean, we're talking about brutal war. We're talking about war in which the brutality is unheard of, okay? So it's a reason why the Romans, who was losing, and they knew they was going to lose power, co-opted the new religion. And again, it wasn't, and that new religion wasn't called Christianity, and that Jesus is, again, a retelling of many ancient cultures' religion, not spiritual system. If you want to go to the spiritual system, you actually got to go back to the Kemetic origin, right? Again, that's spiritual system. Okay, like I said, if you go and look up the word spirit, what it originally means. Go look up the etymology of the word spirit. It means air, breathe. Like I said, the vast intellect of our ancestors and what they have and what the church have done to hide a lot of the things that they took from the Moors after the defeat of the Moors. And again, for those of us who don't know history, go and read European history. The so-called Renaissance, the reason why Europe had a Renaissance was because of black people. Okay, the Moors. But they leave that part out of the history books, right? We can't even fathom that black people rule Europe. And we didn't rule Europe and do what the white people are doing, right? The devils, the white devils, okay? Not all, but those that engage in that, in the cover-ups and the deception and the lies, they're the devils. They are the devils, okay? When they lie to us, cover up our history, and then trying to manipulate us so that we don't learn our history, which is out there for us to learn and know. And this is what they want to do to every black person here in America. To manipulate us, to set us up so that we don't learn our history. So they can keep us dead mentally and spiritually dead. Okay? Right now we are the zombies. Right? But when we wake up, meaning that when we become alive through our consciousness, through knowledge. And we change things. And we remove those at the top who are the liars, the deceivers, the manipulators. That is what is when things are going to change for us. Other than that, like I said, like I keep saying, you know, let me just not repeat it, okay? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next video.